My name is Nabahani Kimboka. Welcome to the lecture of communication skills. In this main lecture, we expect the learner to be able to describe the meaning of the term oral communication, written communication, and non-verbal communication and their applications. Before going further discussing the meaning of the term communication, we needed to ask ourselves, or you need to ask yourself, when you write a letter to your friend, when you take your telephone and start chatting with your friend, are you communicating? When you talk to your friend, when you talk to your father, when you talk to your mother, are you communicating? The answer is yes. We say the term communication is a process that involves exchanging information or transmitting the information, idea, feeling from one person to another person or a group of people. And the transmission of idea can be via verbal or non-verbal cues. Now, we have different types of communication, but in our main lecture, we are going to focus only on categories of communication that are under methods of expression, where we have oral communication, written communication, and non-verbal communication. Now, let's see what is non-verbal communication, oral communication. There we see someone who is lecturing or who is talking, and that is one example of oral communication where the message is communicated by using word of mouth or speech. Now, what elements are involved in oral communication? We say we have encoder, the person who initiates the message, and in this case of oral communication it will be a speaker. We have the message, the main idea that is transmitted by the speaker. And again we have the channel in which the message is communicated or transmitted to the receiver. And again we have the receiver or decoder, the person who is intended to receive the message. Now, in a model, these elements can be presented. As you can see, we have sender, the one who initiates the message, with the speaker, message itself, and channel. And again we have the receiver who is intended to receive the message. Again we have the feedback after the receiver to receive the message, then interpret or assign the meaning. After assigning the meaning, then she or he gives feedback to the receiver, to the sender. There we have the feedback to the sender. But again, all these elements involve sounds, speech sounds, because our means of communication is oral. There we say we have also elements that is called the encoding. This is the process where a sender initiates the message in his or her head and coding or changing into a language. But again we have decoding. This is the process whereby a receiver assigns meaning to the received message. Now let's see another type of communication, which is written communication. We say it is the message that is conveyed using written words, and this type of communication involves the sender and receiver, where sender is the writer and the receiver is the reader of the information. Now we can see someone is busy writing there. Written information can be through email or message via telephone. As you can see, people are busy chatting there. They are chatting through telephone. Now email or message can be sent by using telephone or computer. We have business proposal or report. As you can see, someone is there busy writing, but again, because we are in the technological world, we don't depend on pens only. Rather, we can even use computer to write a business proposal or report. We have memorandum as an example of written communication. But again, we have letter. When you write a letter to someone, it means another person is going to read that letter. It's where we say you are communicating by using written means or written words. We have again brochures, where we have a lot of words that a message is transmitted by using words. Now, the process of written communication, as we see, we start with sender, as you saw in oral communication. The only difference is the means in which the message is communicated. As you can see, the message is there, channel is there, receiver is there, feedback is there, but what differentiates it from oral communication is the means, which is written words. It is through written words where the message is transmitted, and in this case the sender is a writer and channel is written words and receiver is a reader. And feedback is given later or not given at all. Now let's see another elements or another types of communication, that is non-verbal communication, where the message is communicated through non-linguistic means. It involves actions as distinct from speech, including facial expression, we have gestures, we have postures, and again we have other body movements that can convey messages. Let's see facial expression. We see faces with different expressions, but they convey meaning. As you can see, the first one convey the meaning of worry. Another one convey the meaning of scaring, panicking, shocking. And again we see the third one convey the meaning of happy. And the fourth one, you see someone is angry, annoyed. Now we have again another means, that is a gesture. As you can see, someone is saying silence or quiet. And there we say, in this mini lecture, we have discussed the various types of communication based on method of expression or channel. As we said, we have oral communication, written communication, and non-verbal communication. Remember, we have different types of communication that can be differentiated according to, or that can be grouped according to the base or any category, like organization relationship or direction of the information. But today, in our main lecture, we only focus on the type of communication that are in method of expression or channel usage. Thank you.